All right, everyone, what's going on? This is your host, Rob, here. I'm joined by an R&B superstar, Mario.
What's up, bro?
Welcome, man. Welcome to the UK, man.
Yo, thank you.
You know, I've got to first say, first of all, like, it's a big privilege for me to meet you. I think it's also a big privilege for yourself. I know you do UK guys, man. So, like, you're the first American that I've had.
Oh, wow.
Like, when I heard, yo, it's Mario, it's like, yo, oh, I will be there in a hot minute, bro.
Man,
I'll be
that's
down there in
awesome.
2 minutes, man.
That's amazing. Thank you.
And you know what it is as well? Your first Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I stole your style.
Okay.
I'll be honest, man.
You stole.
I stole it, like the whole blazer, the white trainers,
Okay.
everything. That was me, man. I got a lot of girls like that. I'm not gonna
Hey,
lie.
man,
It was
listen,
popping, so
I
respect for that,
freely
bro.
give vibes to be, stolen, I guess you could say.
Dope.
It's all good.
Really,
I'm gonna come up with some new ones.
yeah, it's good, man. So you are a key figure in R&B music, a big, massive part of the generation, and you kind of birthed this kind of smoothness of the genre.
Thank you.
And I was just wondering, like, do you think R&B is still relevant as it was in the sort of early noughties?
I mean, I think it's different. You know, I think that we're at the same space we were in, like where when I did Let Me Love You, like I'm like, what is going to be that new sound of R&B, and we created that. You know, now it's like it's time for that again. You know what I'm saying? It's time for that new wave to come. But you know, I'm not mad at what music is. I think it's really versatile. I think that there's a lot of different fusions of different types of music. That's really cool to me. And I think that change is inevitable. So, you know, for me, it's always exciting. I'm a very, very competitive person, you know, in my own way. And I'm creating my own lane. So it's like, for me, it's like all I focus on is pleasing my fans and like really doing something I feel is authentic.
And some of the new stuff at the moment is Pain is the New Pleasure, which
Yes,
is talk me
yes.
through the sound. The sound is quite unique. Definitely,
Thank you.
Definitely kind of updated, definitely unique.
Thank you.
What made you come up with that kind of sound?
I think when you put a kid from Poland like Fam, which was the producer and artist, and me in the room, who come from two different completely backgrounds, you know, who's both been through a lot, but we're both still very young and like really into like different types of music, and what we paid attention to was going on in society. That's what you get. You know what I mean? Pain is the New Pleasure is something I would like to call is like a kind of like an introduction to this new vibe I'm going on to kind of crack the egg and let my fans know to expect something different with this project.
That's dope, man. That's crazy. And as a musician as well, the expression of emotions.
Yes.
Do you think
Yeah.
that's the easiest outlet for you to do so?
Music,
Yeah.
I think it's one of them. I think that there's many different outlets you can use: art, poetry, writing, of course, which I'm really big on these days. I write a lot, and performing, like physical performing, like on stage. Yeah.
And so the Let Me Help You, which is the other single that we were talking about, it's
Yeah.
definitely like kind of like classic R&B.
Right.
And then it's got
Right.
that unique twist again, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of mad. So do you think the new generation of R&B, a little bit more crude, a little bit more smutty, how do you think a song like that would fit into this genre?
You mean Let Me Help You? I mean, I think that my fans would they expect the authenticity, you know, of that. Even if I merge some other sounds, they would expect a record like Let Me Help You. You know what I'm saying? Or like something that would be along the lines of what they're used to. I feel like you can relate it to a record like Let Me Love You in the sense of the approach of writing, like where there's not like a lot of backgrounds in it. It's like really simple, and you can literally like read the words and it looks like a conversation. You know, that was kind of the approach of that record. So I feel like so far we've been getting great feedback on it, but I think which is really weird is when I put out Pain the New Pleasure, which we just put out, so it's still fresh. There's a lot of fans are like, yo, we appreciate this side of you too. You know, and that to me is like motivational into like continuing to just push those limits. But you know, you're still gonna get classic Mario throughout the album too.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I look forward to that, man.
Thank you.
Definitely. Like, so you're over here in the UK.
Yeah.
You're doing the tour. The response from the fans, you've got a lot of US fans. You've got loads of UK fans. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them are in the room now.
Thank you.
Is there a big difference in the sense of atmosphere and response from the UK fans as opposed to the US?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you always miss what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? I feel like because I don't come here that much, I feel like there's like this maybe like a little bit of like, all right, yo, it's like you see me for the first time again, even if you see me 6 years ago. It's like because I'm not here. But in the U.S., it's like, of course, there's fans, but I think people here are a little more surprised to see
Right.
me out and about in the city, or like, you know what I mean? Because I don't really come over here as much. But in general, yes, I think UK 100% appreciates raw talent more. 100%.
Why do you think that is?
I think that in the US, I think people are a little more conditioned, and like they're taught and like program what to like, you know what I'm saying? And they're not as, because it's like if you don't know what you're missing, how can you miss it?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not introduced to something new, then you won't miss it.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes sense.
you know what I mean? Whereas they'll hear the radio, like y'all will play like a Spanish record right after a hip hop record, like on the radio. You listen to it. It's like
That
a
kind of
mixture, a
merge,
fusion
right?
of different. You know what I mean?
So it's funny you go on to that because the genre kind of now, especially in the UK,
Yeah.
is very much like the trap, the drill kind of music mixed with grime. Grime is just gone exponentially
Which is
massive.
dope. Yeah.
And so, is there anyone that you would listen to? Do you listen to that sort of music? Is that anything
Yeah.
you would
But
consider?
I'm like a big I'm a Travis Scott fan. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm a James Blake fan. I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm a, you know, I like to listen to different fusions of different types of music, different DJs. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to a little bit of everything. I still listen to old school. Literally listen to everything. Yeah. So
Is there anyone over in the UK which you've heard at the moment which you really like the sound of that you would maybe even consider a collaboration with?
I don't think that I've studied enough as far as like artists in the UK to say exactly who, but FKA Twigs is dope. I like Wiley.
Oh, Wiley.
Wiley.
Yeah, Wiley.
Wiley's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I like his approach and his like aggression and passion in his music. I was like, just not the UK, but just like in Europe in general. Like, there's an artist named Sev Delisa that I think is super dope. She got like interesting vibes with her sounds and mixes what she does. But honestly, I want to experiment. So right now I'm coming back here to record like in about 2 weeks with some more producers over here.
Oh, wow. Anyone that we can let us know about?
Um,
Heard of?
Daycomb, Jay Warner.
Oh,
just to name a few.
Joe Warner. Yeah.
Jay Warner, yeah.
Warner is dope,
Yeah,
man.
he's
He's a
super
big
dope.
boy producer.
Yeah, he's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Jay Warner, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, he's
I did
dope.
not even expect that.
Yeah.
So, you're over here, like you say, doing your thing. What can we expect off the album?
I mean, man, it's like, it's a journey, bro. Like Cosmos 17 is a journey. I wish I could like play music right now. It's like, even in the creative process, like you would get a chance to see like what that feels like. But definitely like more universal vibes. I have disco sounding records with like a little bit of like edgy synthy type of electronic sounds mixed with soul. I have like EDM sounding records mixed with soul. Like, then I have like more experimental R&B ballady types of records. Then I have your classic piano ballads that just showcases my voice. Then I have records like Pain is the New Pleasure, which is, you know, vibey / grungy with a little bit of soul, electronic mixed in there. So you just expect great music, bro, and great vibes and great content. I mean, when you think about like now, it's like making music that's relevant to like everyday life, but also relevant to like what people actually go through. Like that's what Pain is the New Pleasure is, and that's the vibes that I want to create, like more urgent type of music that's just not like love songs.
That speaks to people.
Yeah,
Different sort of level.
100%.
Damn.
100%.
So Pain
That's kind of,
So Pain the New Pleasure is out. It's out now.
it's out now. Spotify, iTunes.
All the rest of it. And it's
Yeah.
it's dope now because there's so much now. People like the social media presence.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
Twitter.
And
massive.
people can be involved. Like I think it's important that people feel involved in your project. Your fans feel a part of it. Like people feel a part of it, you know. Like I don't just want to relate to girls. I want dudes to be able to play my records and be like, yo, he feel what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know, so it's important to me to become a staple in the culture as somebody that, you know, people can relate to. You know, I come from a real place. I'm from Baltimore. Like I grew up, you know, in crazy like neighborhoods in Baltimore, but I made it out. So I'm still very connected to people I grew up with, to my family, to certain things. So my music is a reflection of, you know, me traveling the world, but also me coming from such humbling backgrounds.
Okay, man. But Mario, thank you very much for
Of course.
speaking with us. It's
Thank
been an
you.
absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
This is your host Rob here with Mario.
Already.
Easy. Cool, man.